Welcome to the Creator Podcast, where we explore the limitless potential of the human spirit. This podcast is all about reminding individuals of their innate ability to create and manifest their dreams in all aspects of life, from personal growth and relationships to business and entrepreneurship. As human beings, we have been gifted with the power of creativity and imagination, and it is our mission to help you tap into that power and unleash your full potential. Join us as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and inspiration. Let's unlock the creator within.
Welcome to the Creator Podcast. Jesse here, and I'm so grateful to be with you today. I am just amazed at the amount of support this show gets, and I am just grateful. It's awesome. So I want to jump into today's metaphor, analogy, whatever you want to call it. It really had an impact on me this morning, actually. And I'm walking downstairs, and my wife has been working on planting seeds in our home for the last month and a half, 2 months. And these seeds have started to really grow and to take form, right? She wants to plant a garden. So she's doing all these starter seeds to, get this garden started. Now, it's been interesting because some of them have shot up really quickly and have kind of taken over the little container that she has. And we've been monitoring it. She's been taking a lot of work and making sure that it gets out there and everything is working great. Well, one plant in particular, the cucumber, is starting to die. And it's been very, very interesting that it's just dying even though all the other plants are thriving. And as I was watching it today, she brought it up again. She's like, I can't believe this is dying. Like, what's wrong? And the thought came to my mind that this plant has outgrown its environment. The things around it, everything, it's ready for more growth. And because it hasn't had that growth or that new environment that it needs in order to thrive at its next level, it's starting to die. And I'm wondering where in my life that's been the case, where I've exceeded the expectations, everything has been completely done, and now it's time for more growth, but I've just kind of allowed myself to stay comfortable in that environment. And it makes you start to wonder and consider for a moment a lot of different aspects when you really start to think about whether or not you're growing or dying. You see, Jay Shetty, and I've shared this before, he mentioned that in the form of love, like your love is either growing or dying, like all living things either grow or die. And that had me really, really intrigued, especially now as I've seen this plant box continue to thrive while one of them is just dying. And I want to challenge you as a listener today to consider this. Where are you actually making the changes in your life necessary to continue to grow? Are you going to be uprooted from the comfortable environment of inside, the indoors? Are you going to allow that to uproot you and take you out to a new environment that feels foreign and unknown? Because when you do, you'll continue to grow, and even though there will be some resistance in that moment or some feedback, you'll continue to push through it, and it will become a better situation for you. I mean, think about it. Every stressor we add on our body and in our mind only benefits us and makes us stronger. You don't go to the gym and lift the same weights every single day, and it's the same weights, the same reps, you'd never see any results, right? But instead you go to the gym and you push yourself and you work hard in order to put some stress and resistance against your muscles to get them to tear a little bit so that they can grow, so that you can start to put on more muscle and get stronger. I mean, that's why you go to the gym. That's why you run that extra mile or you push yourself a little bit faster each time, is because our bodies are designed for growth, just like a plant. And as I have considered this over and over and over, the thoughts that come to my mind is, where am I neurologically stretching myself, pushing myself to that next level of mindset? Where am I pushing the envelope of what I don't believe is actually true for me and trying it anyways? I had a client yesterday who mentioned that he has a hard time buying stuff for himself. And he went into the store. He was challenging himself. I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to buy something for me. And he went into the store and he left without the item. He walked out. And then he was like, you know what? No, I know exactly what I want. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get it. So he went back into the store and finally purchased it. And then he sent me a message and explained how excited and happy and different that was for him. And it blew my mind to say, how amazing is it that this gentleman just pushed his neurological filter a little bit. And now he's like, oh my gosh, this is great. The best part about it is all the thoughts and things that he was considering. Oh, it's going to cost money. I'm going to take that away from my family. Whatever the case was, I'm not going to assume for him. But what was the most beautiful thing about all of it is he's like, it actually didn't affect me in any way. And I still got what I want. And everyone was happy. In fact, I don't even know if he paid for the item. He had some sort of discount or something happened where he could create a win-win for both his family and for himself. It's pretty dang impressive. But it's because he pushed his neurological filters. He went in there and said, I'm going to push what I don't feel is right for me. I'm going to try it. And it changed his reality. So I'm asking you, what are you doing to push yourself? What are you doing to really change the things that are going on in your mind? Maybe something that you believe is true is actually not true at all. It's just your assumptions and perceptions of the event that make you or cause you to believe that it's true. You know, one thing that my wife mentioned this morning was the better judgment. Oh, against my better judgment. And her and I were talking about that in a way it's like, well, what is your better judgment? Your better judgment is a recollection of your past to keep you safe. But is it really against your better judgment? Or do you have an even higher judgment by the unknown, by pushing yourself? The better judgment is literally a box that limits you. Think about that. Because if it's what you think and you're quote unquote going against your better judgment, that means you're going against, that's actually a beneficial thing for you to go outside of the normal, of the known, and hit into the unknown. The more unknown you experience, the more growth you experience. The more growth you experience, the better your reality will become because you're actually getting stronger. Instead of sitting in there like this cucumber plant in the pot or in this box waiting for the growth and just dying inside. Now we're all healthy and safe on this podcast and you're not dying. You know that you're healthy and you're going to continue to succeed. Now I want you to consider how you're going to do that. What commitment are you making to yourself today to make that change? Maybe it's a small environment shift, going somewhere you don't know or feel worthy of going. Maybe it's trying on a piece of clothing that's way more expensive than you'd ever thought. When we went, and I say we, when my wife and I went to this hotel in Scottsdale, there was a dress for $1,500. And to some, that's nothing. To a lot of people, that's quite a bit of money. So what are you doing? Of course, you're going to try and do something and learn from that environment. You're going to hold the dress. You maybe even try it on if that's what you want to do. Same thing with shoes. Maybe you should try on the shoes that you don't feel worthy of having. Because I promise you, when you do that, you're pushing the boundaries of your life and you actually start to take root and grow more. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you for tuning in to the Creator Podcast. We hope that you found inspiration and insight into your own creative potential. Remember that you are capable of achieving greatness in all areas of your life and that the power to create lies within you. We encourage you to take action on your dreams and to never give up on your journey towards success. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and share with your friends and family. And as always, keep creating and never stop exploring the endless possibilities of what you can achieve. Until next time, this is the Creator Podcast signing off.